Good evening, all. I'm Eva Sign Phoenix Livestream. Yeah, I did a bit of an experiment, some new games. Sorry if I'm a bit low energy today. I know, I had a nap quite a bit earlier and I sort of never quite woken up from it. I'm tapping you down. But anywho, as you guys know, I'm a bit of a monster hunter now. Like, the only time I ever really streamed Monster Hunter was like my very, very first Monster Hunter. And I don't even want to think about how OF about me. But yeah, I just fancied go through of this game just because, again, it is one of my it's one of my favourite Monster Hunter games, and I don't say that lightly. It generally is. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started. Oh yeah, because I do have Monster Hunter Rise save data on here, I get some cosmetic stuff straight off the bat. A little telling us about like updates, shit that were added after thing. Anywho, character creation. Let's just effing speed run, shall we? Well, this is me we're talking about, and trying to guess. Have one, dude. Just casually has it there. Yeah. If you guys are always wondering why I shortened it to this like a while back, or why, or the origins of the shortened version of it, it's because of this. 10 character limits. Because some games for some reason have 10 character limits for names. So I typically have to shorten it to this anyway. Oh, that's how it ended up. Alright, we're ready to roll. Don't expect impressions today, just because my voice is a little bit, my throat is a little bit. Yeah. And what's some of this game? Well done.
Dance, oh light, across
actually. There we go. So, yeah. Like, some of you might be familiar with OGs, but rest might be not familiar with stories. Stories, you have your hunters and that, but you also have riders. People who live in harmony with, well, and raise up monsters that are just hunting all of them. Now there's one thing I'm surprised they never did in like mainline Monster Hunter games, and that is have a egg quest, but you're delivering the eggs to like Rider or something like that. But all the events of the first game for Hunters and Riders ever, they don't necessarily still like them. They don't necessarily like it. Yeah. A lot of you... This game sort of... obviously was in development... Actually kind of around the... Actually Rise was in development like long before this, because apparently Rise had a hell of a long development. And this one... obviously takes elements and stuff from world, like Hellflies, green things use like
I'm so glad you're still alive. I thought I'd never see you again.
again, just like fight the monsters.
This one alive! Hold on. Something's not right. This is bad. Hurry up!
Don't mess with Wrathful.
Dad!
What is this?
This is a bad sign.
Only there's an episode to foresee this sort of shit happening. Oh no wait, that's Pokemon.
What? What's happening?
Ah, flashbang. Oh. Ah. Oh, that was a bit of a flashbang. At least the game audio's working this time. Yay! Anyway, this is on a village. Basically where our main character comes from.
Why did you enter the sacred mountain without our permission?
Why? A dangerous Rathalos lives there. Don't you think you should have mentioned that?
What do you mean, dangerous? The Rathalos that inhabits the sacred mountain is Guardian Ratha. He protects this island.
Huh? The people it injured might say otherwise.
That's because you raised your weapons at him.
So you're saying we should stand before a monster unarmed?
This is a rider's island. Brandishing weapons at Guardian Ratha is an unforgivable act.
Thinking noises.
Have you all lost your collective minds, idolizing a wild Rathalos? Give me a break.
I'll give you a break, all right.
Okay, that's enough. Knock it off, both of you. The main reason we invited hunters to our island's festival was so that we could foster a little goodwill between us.
Kana's right. Besides, there are children listening. Please calm yourselves.
Bitch, I'm 26.
Yes, sir.
Well then, let's listen to the hunter's point of view, shall we? Why would you call Guardian Ratha dangerous?
Because we were tipped off. Raisewing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin, lives on this island.
The wings of ruin?
Yes. It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
That seems like a plot point.
Do you know about the wings of ruin? Because I've never heard of them.
That seems like a plot point.
Yes, the wings of ruin. Legend has it that a long time ago, a Rathalos born in this region brought terrible chaos and destruction to our world.
But that's only a legend, right?
Who can say? In any case, our top priority right now is to determine the cause of these strange happenings.
Yes, of course. Why did the ocean change color? What was that light? And where did all the Rathalos go? So much we don't understand.
Oh, we don't
Let's
get given a
organize an
Rathalos too early in this
expedition
game?
to survey the area.
Just saying.
You got it.
Anywho.
You want to join the expedition too?
Yep, with my
I
blank
don't
ass
know,
there.
this could be dangerous. And this kid only just became a real rider.
You're worried about Guardian Ratha, aren't you?
That makes sense. He was your grandpa's monstie after all.
Monstie. That's essentially what a rider calls a monster that they've raised and... yeah. It's no different to a Pokemon trainer calling their Pokemon their partner Pokemon. It's practically the same thing.
Your grandfather, Red, was a fine, upstanding rider. He led our tribe and protected the island alongside Guardian Ratha for many years.
I sure wish he was still around now. I bet he'd know what to do.
You'll join the team.
Chief Gara, are you sure about this? It's a big job to dump on a rookie's shoulders.
Yeah, one thing I like about this game is that it does have a lot of voice acting. I wish
Not
it
to
one
worry,
game was like
Kana.
this.
You'll go
Exactly.
together. Kana can guide you. Use the experience to learn what you're capable of and what you must do as a rider.
So, I'll be a teacher?
Something wrong?
No way! It sounds kind of cool, actually. If that's what you want, Chief, I'm all for it.
Now I think about it, this is the second monster detecting game. Well, one of the first characters I end up meeting is one with long black hair tied up in a ponytail.
Okay. Rider
Weird,
class
but-
is now in session. You'd better keep up,
It's
newbie.
not a lot, but it's weird that I am twice.
First things first. Go change into your rider gear.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, wow. You look the part already. Meet me at the stables when you're ready. We'll start with rider rule number 1.
Yeah. The whole thing. Oh, you shit. That's all. Yeah, this area is the stable. Essentially think of it like the PC box is a Pokemon. Swap out your party here, and that's all. But I'll let the tutorials do the tutorialing.
Took you long enough. Hey, hey. You need to lighten up, newbie. You'll be fine. You've got Red's genes, don't you? Not to mention,
Yeah, for
I'll
some
be by
reason,
your
despite
side.
not being
You're sure to become
like
a top-notch
ridiculously
rider in no
technological
time.
advanced, yeah, they somehow know about
Yeah,
flipping
that's the
genes in this
spirit.
unit.
Let's get started. Rider rule number 1. Riders form bonds with monsters, and they in turn become our monsties. Which reminds me, you still don't have a monstie, right? Then the first step is to go out and hunt for an egg that'll hatch one. You can use one of my monsties during your search. This here is Ronmar. He's a bit wild, but once you get the hang of riding him, he won't lead you astray.
He good boy.
You know, newbie, seeing you takes me back to the time when I first rode a monstie. Anyway, enough about me. There's something very important I need to tell you. Monsties are like an extension of our bodies, you know? They take us wherever we want to go. But they're not to be manipulated. They're living creatures. You could even say they're our best friends.
In a
You
world
need
we
to
must
care for
defend.
them, and always remember to show
Sorry.
your gratitude. Okay,
That just
as
kind of
long as
came
you
out.
understand that, you're set. Here, take this. Your rider's notes. In it, you can find helpful info about monsters and all the rider fundamentals. Try opening the menu to read all of your notes. Now that we've got that settled, it's time to go egg hunting. I can't wait to get started.
Yeah. First, like, Dota, Streamer 2 might just mainly be on that. Yeah, we can now open up a menu and stuff. You can go inside the house where you can, like, change outfits and that. Like, for instance, the Murgarb thing I got for, like, having my save data on here. Cutscenes again. And ignore the feline. for at least next 30 minutes. Yeah. Oh, off to find egg. There's Hello Isle. It's your typical like garden area. Typical out the way coastal sort of place. Oh, this place is technically an island. Yeah. Right, there's a monty den in South Komodo Forest. That's where we're heading. And it's all the way over there. Well, I did. Approach monty and press Y to mount. Enter dismount. You can also use Y to well, running, you'll jump right on. That last bit depends on what monty you're actually using. Certain ones will be able to, some will just make you go to a standstill. You can collect shit like any other Monster Hunter game, and that's all. And yeah, notice that this is somewhat lengthy, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah. Monster Hunter games nowadays tend to have a bit more tutorial to them. Anyway, here we learn about the combat, which works on a rock, paper, scissors system. 3 types to power beats technical, speed, and speed beats power. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors essentially. Yeah, that little line shows what is aggroing on what. And if you attack something that's aggroing, you're going to attack head to head. And that's where the rock, paper, scissors part of it comes in. You'll still take damage, but very little. Oh, you can also speed up the attack animations, so not here for a moment. Double attacks. This is basically if you and your monster attack the same thing. Basically, it's the head-to-head, but if your monster is forced to start doing it, you'll automatically win it. And you won't take any damage. And when you defeat him, you get banking, heal, and all that good shit. Which is standard gathering materials, standard Monster Hunter. Much like Monster Hunter, you can collect stuff like outside of fights too. It's surprising just how much Monster Hunter does actually translate into the Monster Collector RPG. Anywho, we're in the area and yeah. Anywho, it wants us to fight some of these guys. Now the big ones we're riding are called Velocitron. These little guys are called Velocipray. And this is where the game goes, alright, let's see what you can do. Velocipray is speed. Monsters will typically just use one of the right? attack. And yeah. Now the first couple of battles are only a bit more subjective. Just to, yeah. Also have skills which you need kinship meter to do. That sort of thing. Monsters will also be able to use, but they will only cost kinship if you order them to do that specific. If you order them to do the skill. Really? There's a lot to this game. Hang on, camera, work with me here. Oh yeah. Basically, you have this, which is they're basically HM sort of deal, but they're intrinsically built into the monster. Like for instance, Bossodromes have jump. So they can jump from those little stones. Oh, gaps on that. It's contextual more than anything. So it's a bit context sensitive. So don't hurt his feeling. Worth just going around grabbing as much as you can. And yeah. Hang on, I literally just went backward. Yeah, the camera can be a bit disorientating sometimes. And obviously, the environment itself doesn't really help with that too much. Since gens are procedurally generated and shit. With some exceptions. But they're mainly procedurally generated.
Hold on. Something's here. Keep quiet and stay close, okay?
Sneaky, sneaky.
That's a Kuluyaku. But what in the world is it doing? Hmm?
No, I said don't worry about the random feline on the save select screen. There's a reason for that. He quite literally goes up 10 minutes later.
I thought I was a goner. taking a cat nap when all of a sudden I got attacked?
Expect cat puns.
Exactly are you? You look like a feline, but somehow different.
Yeah, felines don't typically look like this.
With my whip beyond compare and unparalleled flair, you're absolutely right. I'm not like other felines now that you mention it. I'm the legend, the feline hero. That's right, I'm Naviru!
Naviru? I've never heard of any feline hero.
Look out! It's back! Persistent Kulu, if you ask me! Hey, buddy, you're a rider, right? How about you take care of this bumbling bird?
No way. This kid's still a rookie.
Don't worry! I'll be right here to lend a helping paw! Well, looks like it's time to ride on! Ride! Ride! On!
Well, that was ridiculous. Yep. This is Naviru. He's a talkative sort of mouthpiece character. He had a different voice in the first game, a lot like higher pitched than that. But then again, like that game didn't have proper voice acting. This one does, so they decided to make his voice deeper for whatever reason, and I think it works better. From what I've heard of the original, this one, yeah. Anywho, Furuyaku, third driver. Mine does non-elemental damage. Favors technical attacks, but will pick up a rock. And it's just as annoying as it is in mainline Monster Hunter game. Because, yeah. Here we learn about switching weapons. Because weapons are split into 3 different damage types. Slashing, blunt, and piercing. This is meant to represent the slashing, slashing, blunt, and shot damage types for mainline monster games. Which is weird because Gunlance is in the shot one, despite the fact that it's actually a slashing one. Different monster parts will be weak to different damage types. And yeah, as you see in the icon, like if the damage type sorts like glowing and stuff, that means it's super effective. If it has a cost on it, it's not that effective, and if it has neither, it's about normal. And if you smash certain parts, you put the monster in a down state, which every attack they take will be a critical. Oh yeah. And once the kinship is full, you can jump on your monster and do a special kinship skill. And you do it alongside the other character. If you do have another character in your party, called a battle buddy, it will do a even more powerful version.
You did it!
And yeah, that's just about the basics of combat
All right, we did it, buddy.
quite away,
Boy, was my heart thumping.
I
But
think.
you did great, newbie. Looks like you've
It
got
also
your
got
grandpa's skills.
elements, damage
What
and
did I tell ya?
resistance
This famous feline knows
to
talent when he sees
consider,
it.
but honestly,
This is the start of something epic, I tell ya. From here on out,
it's not going to be something that comes up too often.
and I'll do
Will
it
at
all totally
least
free
be.
of charge. Although, if you really want to thank me, I wouldn't say no to a couple of donuts.
Oh yeah, this guy has a bit of a down obsession.
You know, you could just ask for something to eat if you're hungry.
Ow! Hey! Get back, you guys! Who said I was Monster Munchies?
This furball's not like other felines, huh? But hey, you got an egg out of the deal. Wanna head home?
And yeah. Ooh. As really. Oh yeah. That's actually I'll go over that in a minute. Because of a cutscene.
Excellent. And you're the one who found this egg?
Yup, that's right. I can tell a good egg just by the smell.
I see. Just as Kana said, you are an odd feline. And you clearly know quality when you see it. It's a very fine egg, I'd say. You're going to hatch a great little monstie from it.
I wonder what kind of monster it'll be. I can't wait to find out.
Well, considering
Go
what
on,
we
stand in
get,
front
it
of
should
it.
be kind of obvious.
What's he doing?
It's the ceremonial dance of our people. We perform it to bring luck to a ship's voyage, or to pray that a strong and healthy monstie will hatch from an egg.
Whoa! Possum moves!
Ready? Now hold up your kinship stone. It will link your heart with your monstie and help it hatch.
Well, it should be obvious what I had into.
Believe in yourself. You can do this.
You just gotta believe. Believe. And flashbang with all of us. Yep, it's a Kuriyaku. Think we just fall. And, well, I think there's only one appropriate name for this. And, yeah. What I'm saying is, bird up! Yes, just don't give it any crystals from a Final Fantasy universe and you should be good. Yeah, again.
Nicely done. It's already accepted you as its
No,
rider.
Simon, don't eat the Kuriyaku.
I'm so proud. If only your grandfather would
Imagine
get
how
to see this.
chill he would be. He's not touching my face.
Huh? What you doing, Ronmar? You want to stay with the rookie?
Oh yeah, I forget.
Seriously?
We Sonic
And
NTR.
after everything I've done for you?
A
Ron Mar's just
bloody
being honest with
loss
his
syndrome.
feelings. Perhaps if you were gentler with him, maybe. Hmm?
Oh, is that so, Mr. Hero? I ought to wash your mouth out with soap.
This implies that they just naturally have some kid for some reason.
Come now, Kana. There's no harm in it.
All right, fine. After seeing how much you've bonded, I
Over the course of
don't
like
exactly object. Just
40 minutes.
take good care of Ronmar, okay? You and your monsties gotta work together to help each other grow. Got it?
Now don't eat your little brother. No, seriously, do not eat your little brother.
Right.
But to grow up and be the
You've
mean
got
lord he
Ronmar
always
as a
wants to
monster
be.
now too. So what should I have you do next?
Ah, what good timing. There's a new monster den on Ryder Overlook. You'll go investigate for me, won't you?
Rider Overlook, huh? That sure takes me back. Going there is a rite of passage for new riders. Your grandpa had me go there all by myself. I still hadn't gotten the hang of handling Ronmar. It was a real thrill ride, I can tell you that.
All riders have to strike out on their own someday. This is your chance to test yourself. No need to worry now.
Yep.
Don't you think, Kana?
Chief Gara is right.
Yep.
You may still be a rookie, but I trust you to take this on alone. Oh, and you're gonna need Ronmar to get up there. That little beastie just loves to climb up high.
I'll help too. Just say the word, buddy.
Okay, before you go, it's time for another lesson. The next essential for being a rider is combining. You can make lots of items to help in the field or during battle. Just select Combine from the camp menu and mix several items together to create something new. Here, take this combo recipe and try making a potion. It shouldn't be too hard to find the ingredients. You're gonna need to know about the quest board too. So,
I apologize if I skip dialogue a little bit, because I'm impatient. Anywho, no vines. Blah 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 blah. Westboard. Every Montana player should be familiar with what these things do, but they're just here for side play. Some of them have the lips there. And such a bad name. I'll switch it must be.
that's great.
And
Thanks.
yeah, you can accept them from
Wow. Thank you.
NPCs. You can
Welcome.
equipment. terms of what weapon types
Thank you.
I like to which damage, right? It is great sword for flashing. Really either for blunt and gun lance for piercing. Yeah, I don't like bows too much in this game. Like, they're not great. Yep. Here's a mirror, right? You can also choose the time of day, which affects what items you can actually grab. Anywho, there are sub-quests we have to do. Right click. Grab fire dust, which you can only get at night, and fight in 10 gunna harbors, which are basically just bugs. That's all. Right here, there are some. Right here. Come on. They're faster to actually... There we go. They're actually a bit difficult to take combat with. Okay, harbors. They are technique one. Unfortunately, neither of my monsters are power, so we're gonna just have to go for head. These things are weak against blood damage. Weak acid. Basically, it's a back down. There's two types, one that's just all element, and then there's one that's just then there's one that only affects a certain element. Better inflict it with the defense version. Oh ho ho! Dang. One other thing about jumping on your monster when you get shit's full, your health goes automatically back up to full. And boom. And you get monster pass combat, etc, etc. So once you get it down, it's not, the combat isn't that complicated. you might have noticed I'm not really going for monster dens too much. That's because there really aren't that many monsters available at the moment. From what I remember, okay? And, well, I know a fair bit about how this game works, because, yeah, I have played it all the way through. Anywho, there will typically be like a overworldish biome, and then like a cave biome as well. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Hold still, you little shit. There we go. Now there's probably a high chance with this game that I do a lot of specific bits of grinding off screen. But the grinding in this game is actually not that bad. Like, it's not that egregious. And it's actually something that I do find. I don't know, not that bad, just on account of this game just being... The battle system is intuitive enough to where having to grind isn't that bad. And you're going to be doing it a lot because of one particular thing. Much like eggs in Pokemon, anything you catch will be at level 1. So, yeah. Ah, it's left bumper. Yeah, you can press left bumper to have all your party healed. Such. And well, yeah. Much like RPGs, you can get on treasure chests. Oh, that's a little power tail. Look at him just power tailing along. Him just power tailing it like just a bit yes. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Focus on the power tail. Anywho. Yep, it's going to make us fire velocity drop. Now we've got the hang of things. And I think this is where it's going to teach us about something else. Well, I'll explain when it gets there. kind of want to charge up one block and then let it loose. God damn, this game's right. Ah, this is what I was alluding to. Basically, if it wants to get in a certain state, it will start changing its attacks. And also, you have these showdowns, where it's basically just a QTE. What QTE you get depends on, like, the monsters and go. Do flying wyverns, will probably do it in the air. Whereas bird wyvern will do it on the ground. If the both Peckerel are flight, they might do a flying one. If neither of them are, they'll probably do a normal one like that. Anywho, we want to switch to our own Glossary drone because it's going to start using power attacks. Also, there's one thing you're going to learn abundantly quickly, and that is double attacks are stupidly broken in this game if you know how to use them. I'm not kidding. They legit are kind of broken. Yep. Now, there's a limit to how many times you can try and grab. Or essentially refresh egg you get. And rule of thumb, if Nabu starts getting nervous, like, the more and more nervous he gets, closer it is to the monster showing up. Typically, if you do it, like 4 times, will show up. Or the nest will actually run out. Other times the nest will simply just run out of eggs. And yeah, typically rule of thumb is if you do it more than three times, you will just practice yeah, if you do it more than 3 times, you'll typically attract more. So yeah. Anywho, we need to fight one more for Harbour and grab some wood dust. Madoodles. You typically want to, as a bit of a rule of thumb, or what I do with it, is if something's doing a head-to-head against you, try to match it. Like for instance, one of these ones is doing a head-to-head, so it's good to match it. You don't want to be taking too many attacks uncontested. And if there's nothing contesting you, but contesting your monster, try to do as many double attacks as possible. Well, because that builds up your kinship gauge really damn quick. Especially with certain armor skills. And yeah. Anywho, when you go back to camp, it will automatically go back to normal. They don't get proper access yet.
Hey, hi there.
With once you get from MP,
That's great.
you have to go back to the MP to actually turn it in. Yeah.
Hello. Wow. Thank you.
And sometimes they'll unlock repeatable ones. And such a that thing.
Yay, you're back. How'd you like your first solo quest? It's pretty wild, right? I was worried you might get lost or something. I'm super glad to see you all in one piece. Huh, was it easy? You look completely unfazed. Guess there's no denying you're Red's grandkid.
Yep. Egg.
You even brought back an egg.
Oh wow, you're right. Huh.
Which is it? Thanks to your teaching or because this is Red's grandkid?
Who cares? The newbie did a great job, and that's what counts.
What do you think, Kana? They're ready for the next one, wouldn't you say?
Really? Isn't it a little too soon for the rookie to handle alone?
You should go with them too, just in case.
Why so serious, guys? Whatever it is, we can handle it.
We've had reports of some recent turf wars in the Pona grasslands.
Turf wars? What's that?
It's when monsters fight over territory.
We've even found badly injured monsters in the grasslands.
We can't just let them tear each other apart. It'll be bad news for the island's ecosystem if we do. Let's get moving. I'll meet you at the edge of the village.
Yep. We now have Turf One. As for Toons stream is until Saturday, guys. Come on, just wait a couple of days, will ya? I had to get that joke in somewhere. I might as well just come out with it. But with no access to stables, and yeah, we can manage monsters like that, Emma's favourite, which I like to do for every sort of one I'm going to be properly using, so I don't lose track of them. We got another philosophy. There a quest up here. An egg.
Hey there.
Herbivore egg.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This game, monsters are partially divided by like their genus, like I mentioned, like both Grandma and Bird Up are birdwife. That's their particular genus. It's basically what they're classified as in typical Monster Hunter. and that sort of thing. Anywho, I need to use the little spirit's room, so I'll be right back, chat. Please don't burn the place down whilst I'm gone. Alrighty, I'm back. Anywho, we are heading to Rosalind. Oh yeah, make sure to check the quest board and because I might use some brand new quests and such. Also, might as well explain what this is. Basically, prayer port is essentially buffs to certain things, like training prayer. Simply, difference between prayers and charms is this: prayers are only for that one time you actually go explore. Whilst charms are for are time based. Basically, I wanna I'll have the XP boost till I come back, and point boost for the after battle ranking for the next 30 minutes. Now this comes into play a bit later on. But yeah, I do want to try and get my hands on, like I said, a herbivore egg.
Right. Let's go check out where these turf wars have been happening.
Sounds good, but what are we gonna be checking out?
Well, obviously we're going to find some monster tracks. Monsters leave traces behind wherever they go. We can follow those to wherever the monsters are now.
Well, okay. But how are we supposed to follow a trail in such a huge area?
No worries. I've got us covered.
Oh no.
You ever hear of scout
Not
dogs?
this mechanic.
Once we find the tracks, these little fellas
Not
will do
this
the rest.
bloody mechanic.
For real?
I hate this
Anyone
bloody
can use these
mechanic.
flashy things? Even my buddy over here?
Of course. They're a vital part of any rider's
Still
toolkit.
doing it fine just
Take
without
some.
these things.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, I
Whoa.
hate this mechanic.
I'll show you what to do once we find some tracks.
All right!
Because it is literally just padding out. Basically, you have to follow the scout fires and yeah, it's not fun to deal with at all. But meantime, oh yeah, there's going to be some field doodles that you don't have access to at the moment. Like that one's fine climbing. Not gonna get any response. This area that can do anything of that nature. What I got there was a defense nuke. Basically, they're based at the time. Oh yeah, we just got a charm. Basically, these well, essentially these. Anywho. Perfect, that's what we want, cause that is a herbivore egg. And one of the quests requires us to get our hands on a herbivore egg. But that thing just family just reminds me of fact that oh yeah, sometimes you get shiny items. Oh, goldens, but like we're probably going to largely ignore those now, just on account of we don't have a lot of monsters that want to get area. Right. Legitimately. There ain't really much. Monster wise. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something. Yeah, bit of a weird story. Like, I mentioned sleeping monsters a second ago. That's because, like, earlier today I was kinda out like a light for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because I had to go outside to get myself something. But it was pissing it down with rain, and I just came back, like, out. So I needed to dry off and warm up a bit. And essentially what ended up happening is that I essentially conked out for about an hour. The weirdest thing is the fact that it was just for an hour. I thought it'd be for longer. I had been asleep for longer. And, yeah. Yeah, and I was a bit groggy for a couple, like, for an hour or two afterwards. So, yeah, that was a bit weird. One thing to note is that, well, yeah, it was just kind of weird for me to do that, because I don't typically conk out to that degree during the day. I mean, I have a couple of times, but never just end up taking a full nap. Or just ends up being a bit of a power nap more than anything else. Ow. just found it kind of weird that that was the case. And yeah, the weather was right for like a good couple of hours
Check it
earlier,
out, buddy.
but
Over there.
then it just suddenly sorted itself out.
Slowly now. Sneaky. Sneaky.
The stepping off a tree branch, stepping off a branch whilst trying to be sneaky thing. Alright. Yan Cuckoo. They are technically monsters. And I think their main weakness is piercing. Yep. Still got it. There's some things to know about particular battle buddies, and that is they will have their own sort of behaviours as well. Like for instance, Taina's sort of full hurry up and that sort of thing. If you get a bit low, other ones will do stuff a bit differently. Some might be like really useless on account of then other things. Yeah, gun launches are more about building in shit more than anything else. So I seem to be using oh. And yeah. And now we're gonna do well.
This'll put you out of commission.
And their one is a lot more powerful than ours. Yeah. Anywho. Is this going to be? That's another mechanic.
You smashed it!
When you defeat the certain monsters, sometimes they might retreat. Back to their den. And transfer you to grab their egg. Each monster has different conditions that make it tricky, but paintball works well against any opponent. Most monsters are likely to retreat. The hit with a paintball defeat them. Yes. Another mechanic to get for getting specific eggs a bit easier, and that is obviously they have a condition, but you can also use a paintball to market, paintball makes will market for a specific amount of turns that if you defeat in that turn, the chance to retreat will be like, I don't know, 55% of things? And there also have that condition which might be something as simple as knock it down or something like that, or something very very specific and complex, like for instance hitting it with a certain monster's kinship attack. Yeah, that's another thing about Battle Buddies. They can double attack with your monster, and you can double attack with theirs. Yeah. There's simplicity, right? But there's also some complexities to it. And plus, it's generally a bit more involved than Pokemon. It requires a bit more of a different way of thinking. I don't know. I suppose that's what I do like about this game. You need a different kind of brain to really do it. Probably not gonna go for like massive long, just cause my throat is feeling it a little bit today. Don't know why. I think it's just I haven't drunken enough or something. No, don't be like me and actually hydrate. I'll most likely screw about with inquest on that. Caravan. This is essentially for fast travel system. Yeah, essentially fast travel from one place to another. One caravan or yada yada. You can also use it to as a save point. And stuff of that nature.
Chief Gara, we're back!
Glad to see you're all right. So, how was it?
We tracked down a Yan Kutku. We think that was the one stirring up trouble.
A Yan Kutku, huh?
A Yan Kutku?
No worries, though. My buddy here gave it what for and even brought back an egg.
Yes, we beat up the Yan Kutku.
were able to hold your own, huh? Well done.
Yes, against the Yan Cuckoo.
I didn't expect this day to come so soon, but I think it's time to have the barriers taken down.
Chief.
I'll make the arrangements at once. Until that's finished, please continue with your investigation.
Nice going, newbie. Whoa, don't you get it? This is a really big deal. Taking down those barriers means you have permission to go see Guardian Ratha.
That's my buddy for ya. Even the chief is starting to see how great you are.
I'm standing right here, you great diptard. Dipstick.
I'll go get started.
Hey, buddy!
Diptard.
I spotted a suspicious mealings over by the harbor. What do you say we go check him out while Kane...
I am also right here, you diptard. I wonder why we distinctly put Toad at the end of, like, a certain swear word. Or insults. You ever wonder about like that? Why do we say particular things on insults? Yeah.
The south side of the island, huh? I was just getting ready to head there myself.
Perfect. We've got...
Wait, you mean the South Kamuna Everden? That place has kind of a notable history, you know.
What kind of history?
Something bizarre happened there years ago, right in the very depths of the den.
Something bizarre?
There was a big fuss about a huge monster showing up there. The village sent some riders to investigate, and
What did they find?
in the low light, they could just make out a monster with
White whiskers? And blue eyes?
the hulking, tanned creature was dancing around the den.
A tanned... Did it dancing around the den? What kind of monster was that? White whiskers? That sounds just like Chief Gara.
Yeah, turns out that's what it was.
Huh? You've gotta be kidding me. How could they mistake him for a monster?
I know, right? Complete lack of respect. He just laughed it off. But the riders who'd hyped themselves up for a battle didn't find it so funny.
That dance must have been pretty peculiar to fool everyone like that.
Nobody had ever seen a human move like that before. He was more like a fanged beast.
Which includes... Dinoga? Dinoga? Diggins Dinoga? Unagron? Something else?
Whoops, now I'm starting to sound disrespectful. Anyway, how about we get going?
Here's hoping we don't run into any actual monsters.
Oh? You're not really going to be doing that today. Like I said, I'm not going to be going for massively long. Because my throat is a bit oh yeah, the royal quests are essentially challenge routes in the arena. cool music. Unfortunately, yeah. We didn't get the gold on that one, but I just kind of wanted to power them off. And yeah. That's all. There's also a sub-quest up. For the herbivore egg.
Hey there.
Oh yeah, with... You might have noticed we've been getting some of these books of combos. Essentially what those allow you to do is you now get access to that particular
Fantastic.
mining recipe. Oh. You now have one for burn ointment. Which, well, is good for... which heals burns. Yeah, didn't really need to explain that one. You can press X if you have more than one egg to just hatch all of them. Oh. Because they're ones we would be keeping around, even if we are just keeping them stable. Andy is Optimus are power types, but when the evident next time, because like I said, my voice is a bit yeah, not great, and I don't particularly want to really train it too much. Don't know why. I really don't know why it is like this. It kinda is. But bit unfortunate. Well, I think I am going to just go over to here for now. And yeah, why am I so big? And yeah, just talk for a little bit. Cause, well, yeah. At least for like next 10 minutes or so. Apologies if this is a slightly shorter one than I usually do. Again, my throat is a little bit... it doesn't want to talk too much. Don't know why. It could be, well, I've just not been enough today. It had better not be a bloody code, cause I hate having codes, and offense, I don't particularly want to have to cancel streams, cause I hate the idea of actually cancelling streams, cause well, I get myself really hyped up to do them. So not being able to do them, that would just make me sad. And well, especially if I'm right now, I'm not sick, but my throat is going, or throat is yelling me not to really talk too much. I legit don't like it being like that. Again, it's very annoying and very irritating like that. And also, I kind of feel weird not going over the 2-hour mark when streaming. One of these days I will try and get that up to 3-hour mark. Eventually. Because that's kind of my golden sort of goal. Try to get up to usual about 3-hour stream. Because 2's good, 3's better. Plus, the average stream time is like about, it's typically between like 2 to 4, but I kind of want it more the 3 to 4 mark, or like at the very least 2.5 to 3 hours. But yeah, it's a bit hard for me to actually do that on 2 accounts. One, my own attention span might not carry me all the way to it, and other one is I'm not actually a night owl. I was back, way back in uni. I would stay up to 2 or 3 morning consistently. But nowadays, I have trouble getting to 1 a.m. Which is why I do tend to have shorter streams than a lot of other people. Because I just can't physically go for massive stretches at all. Yeah, sometimes I will play a game for 4 or 5 hours in one fell shot, but that's nowadays for me few and far between, just cause A, my attention span isn't what it used to be, unfortunately, and B, I typically have other stuff to do in a day. I don't know, it really just kind of depends on what I need to do that day, and that's all. Which, at the moment, is a fair bit. Because I have me trying to get a job, and also doing this visual revamp arc, which I did do a little, post a little teaser of that up on Twitter the other. A little bit of what I'm actually working on. That particular part of it is actually done now. I put it? I don't think this reveals too much, but I've got my PNG sorted out with, and that's with its expressions and everything. That's all ready to roll, and then I just finished one part of the actual overlay, and well on way to finish and have started the other part of it on it. And then after that, it's literally just branding, and then I can, if everything goes well, reveal everything to guys in one fell swoop. Still debating on how about to actually go about that. Do I want to do a huge proper debut of it, like debut stream thing of it, or do I just want to record a small video or something of it? Still haven't decided what format it's going to take. I just felt like I should clue you guys into the fact that, yeah, I'm making some rather good progress on it, and way things are going, it shouldn't be too long before I can actually get everything out, done and out there for you guys. So the way things are going, my goal of trying to get this visual revamp done out there and to a quality and degree that I'm happy with by the end of this month. Is actually becoming more and more likely. So yeah, I just need to keep plugging away and I will be able to get that sorted out, which is fantastic because this visual revamp isn't a small thing, it's like quite a big thing. And well, I'm actually proud with what I've managed to make for it so far, and I hope you guys enjoy it once it's actually out. That's all why I do want to make a bit of a big thing of it. But probably not too big. And I'm not one for making a massive fuss about stuff. Yeah. My throat is starting to be a bit weird. I don't know if I might have actually caught a cold from earlier or something like that, or I've had, or well, maybe caught something else. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on that. If it turns out to be nothing, then yeah, just turns out to be nothing. If I am gonna end up getting a cold, just be aware that if it's sort of bad enough, I might have to cancel. But I very, very much doubt it. Just account of one particular thing, and it's a bit of a weird story, I'm honest. Because my body has a very weird way of actually dealing with stuff like colds, flus, and that sort of thing. Basically, my body tries to expel it. There will be actual germs and that actually causing the issue and that sort of thing. Usually by throwing up. Yeah, it's as gross and not fun as it sounds. And then what ends up happening is I end up going back to sleep for a while. Or like or like get dressed or something like that, and then go back to sleep for a while, and then a couple of hours later I'm usually fine. Like, well, I have noticed with it sometimes, like, and especially bigger things, it does stick with me for a couple of days, which, yeah, isn't a great sign, but hey ho. And yeah, I think in terms of my throat, it could be a cold or something, or where I have been talking a lot more just generally. I'm pronunciating myself more and speaking up more. My throat hasn't quite adapted to it yet, so that's why it's probably hurting at the moment, or not in with me at the moment. So yeah. So apologies if streams might be a bit on the shorter side this week. Depends how much my throat is. I know I don't stream for that long anyway, but I do still want to be a bit. I have heard that sometimes vocal exercises help when it comes to streams. Comes to other streamers and that, so I might give that a shot. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to update you guys with. So I think for like my throat not liking it. Oh, you can't really hear that, it's too much of my voice. And yeah. And I've gone brain empty. I will call it there for the day. So I thank you all for coming today. Sorry if I've ended this a bit earlier or am being a bit head empty. First stream of the week kinda does that to me sometimes. But I hope you all enjoyed nonetheless. And yeah, I have been the Sidefix that streams. I hope you all stay safe out there, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.